Today on Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel, we go back to February 17th, 2018. The Tri State Tigers and the Richland Colts, two of the top 5 teams in boys Region 1 basketball, meet up for an instant classic. The Colts can solidify a high seed and possibly even a first-round bye in the upcoming Region 1 tournament with a win and some help from the Maple Valley Raiders, Oak Grove Rovers, and the Wyoming-Ridgewood Wolverines. But if the Tigers win, that can totally change and rearrange the picture of the upcoming Region 1 tournament brackets. This is one of those games that's truly not over till it's over. It's the Tri State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018. Today on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. All right, welcome back. North Dakota Sports Channel here as we wrap up game number 6 of 6 from the NDSCS Boys Basketball Bonanza, and that will feature the Richland Colts and the Tri State Tigers. The visitor team on the scoreboard will be the Tri State Tigers. And if that gives them an advantage or not, I do not know. But what I can tell you is the visitor team on the scoreboard has won the previous 5 games here. Northern Cass over Sargent Central, 58-43. And Central Cass over Milton North Sargent, 56-50. Lisbon over Hankinson, 53-45. Kindred over Oaks, 77-62. And Wyoming-Ridgewood over Maple Valley, 64-50. We had 3 of those 5 games on the North Dakota Sports Channel here. And we had the Kindred Oaks game, Wyoming-Ridgewood Maple Valley game, and now game number 3, Tri-State and the Richland Colts. Going over the starting lineups on the floor, we'll do the same right now, and we'll start with the Richland Colts. First time I've seen the Richland Colts in action this year. Actually, we'll start with the Tri State Tigers because I have that one in front of me. And your starters are a 5'10 sophomore, number 2, Sam Vigor, a 6'2 junior, number 10, Micah Christensen, a 6'1 sophomore, number 11, Robert Mendoza, and a 6'3 sophomore, number 30, Jared Tangent, and a 6'6 senior, number 44, Abel Perry. So once again, your starters are Vigor, Christensen, Mendoza, Tangent, and Perry for the Tri State Tigers. And for the Richland Colts, your starters look like this. Number 1, he's a sophomore, Carter Lingen. Number 2, he's a junior, he's Blake Loomis. Number 3, he's a sophomore, Cole Myers. Number 32, he's the senior center, John Haverland. And number 34, number 10, or sophomore, excuse me, and he wears number 34, Zach Wolfcool. And the opening tip is controlled by the Tri State Tigers, going from right to left in their black jerseys with purple numbers outlined in yellow. The Richland Colts are in their white jerseys with baby blue numbers and letters outlined in yellow. And the first shot is up and no good, and the rebound pulled down by Cole Myers. Richland Colts, one of the top 4 teams in Region 1 right now. Tri-State right behind that top 4 at number 5. Don't count them out. There's the shot. It's up and in by Carter Lingen. And it's 2-0. The Richland Colts have the lead. 7:17 to go, first quarter of play. Sam Vigor for the Tigers. Cross-court pass back to Vigor. He'll put up a 3. That one's off the back rim, no good. Rebound underneath there by Abel Perry, and that shot won't go. He'll get another offensive rebound. Turn around, that one won't go. Offensive rebound there by, let's see here. I can't see who that was. But then Abel Perry will pick up another offensive rebound, and then he'll get the bucket. So it took 3 offensive rebounds for him to score 1 bucket. Here's another 3-pointer. It's up, and that one will almost drop in. In and out it goes, and the offensive rebound pulled down there by, I believe it was Cole Myers. We'll double check that here in a moment. Shot up, misses everything. Rebound, kicks it out. Vigor wanted to shoot the 3. Swings it up top of the key now. Now Vigor will get it back on the near wing. Now he'll put up the 3, and that one is not in. Rebound underneath by the Tigers, and that rebound went into the hands of Carson Anderson, sophomore for Tri-State. Inbounds pass will come into, I believe, I can't see who that is. It's kind of hard to see those purple numbers on a black jersey. It's like a dark purple, so it's almost like black on black. I can tell you that Abel Perry just laid it in off the glass, drew contact for the first foul of the game. It is 4-2. Tri-State has the lead over the Richland Colts. Free throw off the front of the rim, no good by Abel Perry, and he misses the first free throw of the game. 4-2 it remains. 5:57 to go. Loose ball. Picked up the spare change there was Cole Myers. Myers, top of the key. Myers will swing it over far side there to the far wing. Now give it up into the hands of Carter Lingen. Lingen fakes left, goes right. John Hoverland. Hoverland. Now the corner three is up from Blake Loomis, and he'll bury the triple. And that gives Richland the 5-4 lead. 5.5 to go, first quarter of play. Bounce pass near wing, now into the near high post. Carson Anderson. Anderson, shot up no good. Abel Perry at the offensive rebound. Check that. Number 30 is Jared Tangen. I was looking at the Richland roster. Abel Perry with the fourth offensive board. Richland has the ball, looking down low. That is John Hoverland, and he will get fouled off the low post. And that foul, I believe, is going to go on Abel Perry. That'll be the first team foul of the game for either team, and that will put John Hoverland at the free throw line. Hoverland, free throw up and in. That's the first free throw of the game for the Richland Colts, and it ties us up at 6 apiece. Hoverland. Second free throw up. That one's going to miss. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line, but an offensive rebound by Cole Myers. Myers will pop it out top. Three-pointer up out of the hands of Wolfcool, and that one will not go. Offensive rebound to Blake Loomis in the corner. He'll swing it up to Myers. Myers dribbles into the free throw line. Bounce pass, top of the key, into the hands of Wolfcool. Wolfcool looks inside. That pass is tipped around by Perry and then intercepted by the Tigers. Tied at 6, coming back the other way. Sam Vigor over the timeline. Vigor swings it near side. That's Robert Mendoza. Mendoza looks down low there for Tangen, and Tangen can't get that one to go. In transition and wide open and lays it in off the glass. It's Zach Wolfcool. Cole Myers gets the assist. Gives Richland an 8-6 lead. They lead by 2. On the near wing now, that is Mendoza. Mendoza misses the shot, and the rebound pulled down by Carter Lingen. Lingen dribbles inside. Now a high free throw line extended far side. Shot is blocked by Abel Perry. Perry back the other way. He's going to get fouled. Now check that. That was Mendoza underneath who got fouled. Carter Lingen with his first personal. And the first free throw is missed by Mendoza. 8-6 is our score. Another missed free throw. John Hoverland with the defensive board, and the Tigers have 0-3 from the line tonight so far in this first quarter. Nice little baby hook from the high post there, and that's up and in by Carter Lingen. That's 2 more for Carter and a 10-6 lead for the Richland Colts. So with that, we'll be back in 30 seconds right here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. All right, welcome back. 10-6 coming out of the timeout. Richland has the lead over the Tri State Tigers. All six points by the Tigers scored by Abel Perry. He also has a blocked shot and 4 offensive rebounds. Tigers have the ball coming out of the timeout. Bounce pass comes out near corner. Mendoza for 3. That one's going to miss. Rebound underneath is up and in by Jared Tangen. His second offensive rebound, and the first bucket by Tri State, not from Abel Perry. Perry's still in the lineup. As Carter Lingen looks inside for Hoverland, and he can't lay it in off the glass. Mendoza will pull down the defensive rebound. 10-8. Tri State with a chance to tie or take the lead here. On the near wing now, that is Vigor. Vigor cross-court pass goes into the hands of, I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Micah Christensen. And it is, and it was. A couple passes later, driving into the lane, shot up and missed, and then Abel Perry will get his 5th offensive board, and he'll get points 7 and 8. That ties us up at 10 apiece here. 2:41 to go here as Cole Myers will have it for the Colts. Bounce pass, top of the key to Lingen. Lingen swings it over near side to Myers. Myers jumps or steps in for the 16-footer, and that misses everything. And the defensive rebound pulled down by Micah Christensen. He'll give it up to Sam Vigor across the timeline with 2:19 to go. First quarter of play, all tied up at 10. High post shot up, no good, and the loose ball rebound comes down into the hands of Carter Lingen. And then loose ball out of bounds, last touch by Mendoza. That'll be a turnover for Tri State. And that will give the ball back to the Richland Colts. All tied up at 10 apiece here with 2:10 to go, first quarter of play. 2 minutes to go now, first quarter. Carter Lingen will cross the timeline for the Richland Colts. Lingen, top of the key to Myers, gets around his defender, drives down into the mid-post, pops it back out, free throw line jumper up, off the rim, no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Jared Tangen on the defensive board. Still tied at 10. Tigers have a chance to take the lead. Mendoza, far wing, cross-court pass, near wing, Vigor. Thought about the three, then thought about passing, then thought about the three again. One dribble, two passes later, corner three is up and in, and that's Gavin Rydell with the three-pointer. And that puts Tri-State in the lead. It's 13-10. Substitution pending for Tri-State at the next break in action. Lingen to Loomis, and Myers, excuse me. It was Loomis to Myers, not what I said the first time. And then it's 7 to go, shot up no good, and the rebound pulled down by Sam Vigor. And then the three-pointer up by Mendoza, bounces in and out, won't go. Cole Myers pulls down the defensive board for the Richland Colts. Under a minute to go, and quickly in transition, Haberlin with the assist from Myers, and Haberlin will lay it in off the glass. And he has his first bucket that's not from the free throw line, and we have 45 seconds to go here, and it's a 1-point lead for the Tri-State Tigers. 13-12 as the Tigers have the ball in the 1-point lead. Looking inside there, Tangen puts the shot up. It gets blocked out of bounds, and then last touch by Abel Perry. That'll be a Tri-State turnover and go back to the Richland Colts. 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Tri-State has the 1-point lead, 13-12. Here in the final game of the 2018 Boys Basketball Bonanza from the Blicker Activity Center, Ed Weir Arena at the North Dakota State College of Science. Mike Mason with you here on the North Dakota Sports Channel, powered by MixLR.com. Follow us on MixLR.com/NDSports. And don't forget, following the conclusion of this broadcast, it will be available for a replay anytime you want to listen to it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, usually within about 10 minutes, probably less than that, but we always say 10 to be safe. And there's a block shot by Abel Perry. Oh, wow. What a dominant statement there by Abel Perry. And now there's going to be a foul on the play, so take the block out of the stat book. And Abel Perry will pick up his first. Team foul number 2. Both teams have 2 team fouls. Abel Perry with his first, and stepping up to the free throw line is Haverland to shoot 2, and he makes the first of 2. Or check that, that's Wolfcool, excuse me, and he'll make the second one. 2 for 2 for Zach Wolfcool, the sophomore from Richland High School. And that gives the Richland Colts a 1-point lead. Back and forth we go, and the three-pointer at the buzzer, up and almost in. Sam Vigor got a good arc and a good look at that, and it just didn't get the right bounce at the rim. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your score. The Richland Colts 14, the Tri-State Tigers 13. We're back in a few seconds with the second quarter here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri-State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. All right, welcome back as we start the second quarter of play. Richland Colts have a 1-point lead over the Tri-State Tigers. 14-13 is our score at the end of the first quarter. First shot up, and that will roll around and drop in for Cole Myers, and he'll get the first pickle out of the jar here in the second quarter to give the Colts a 3-point lead. 16-13 now. Tri-State with the ball. Vigor passing around the perimeter, and a bounce pass into Abel Perry on the low block. He'll swing it back out, and that'll make its way back out top. Now Mendoza near wing, top of the key, Vigor. Thought about the three, throws it out. Far side wing, 3 up and in. And I couldn't. Derek Carl, I believe. Have to double check that jersey number as soon as we can able to catch a glimpse of it. That three-pointer will tie us up at 17. Vigor will get the assist on that three-pointer. I can tell you that much for sure. Gavin Rydell got the 3. That's who it was. Now we're tied up at 16. Rydell on the near wing, swings it up top to Vigor, back to Rydell. Rydell with 2 triples in this game. Cross-court pass to Mendoza, cross-court pass to Rydell. Rydell inside, Abel Perry. I think that was Abel Perry. No, that's Ben Worstema, number 54. And 18-16, Tri State with the lead. Loose ball, loose change picked up by the Colts. They avoid the traveling call and get it over in the corner there to Myers. Myers long two, up and in, got it. That ties us up at 18, and neither team has had a huge lead in this game. The biggest lead has been 3 by either team. Passing around the perimeter, now cross-court pass, and that's going to be picked off by Blake Loomis, but then it rolls out of bounds. So turnover on Tri State and a turnover on Richland. 17 minutes into our broadcast here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. We are powered by MixLR.com. You can follow us on MixLR.com/NDSports. And this will be broadcast number 70, I believe. You can listen to any of those 70 broadcasts, 69 until this one's finished. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Tri State passing around the perimeter, and now Mendoza will put up a 3. That one's in. Vigor with assist on the three-pointer, Mendoza. 21-18, 5:43 to go, second quarter of play. Carter Lingen with the ball. Pops into the corner there. That is Loomis, excuse me. Now Myers, top of the key. Myers will get the pick there from Haberlin. Run into the free throw line, extended near side, loses the ball. Turnover Richland, turnover number 4 for the Colts, and the Tigers will come back with a 3-point lead. 21-18 is our score. Mendoza looking in, high post, down low, Abel Perry up and in, give the assist to Ben Werstemeyer. And Abel Perry with that bucket is now in double digits with 10 points. 23-18, 5:09 to go, second quarter of play. Colts have the ball. And up top of the key there, that is Wolfcool. Wolfcool will hand it off, get into the hands of Myers. Myers will step up, top of the key. 3 straight away from 21, and he got it. That's a timeout on the floor. 23-21, Richland with that 3 takes a 2-point lead. And we will be back, or no, they trail by 2, I meant to say. 23-21, we're back after this short timeout here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. All right, welcome back. It's a timeout on the floor right now, and the Richland Colts trail the Tri State Tigers by 2. 23-21 is our score. The Richland Colts are led in scoring right now by Cole Myers with 7 points. He's the only one to score in the second quarter, and he has all 7 of the second quarter Richland Colt points. The Tri State Tigers are led right now in scoring by Abel Perry with 10. Followed by Gavin Rydell with 6. And Robert Mendoza has a triple as well. 3 three-pointers in this first half of play for Tri State. And just 2 for Richland here. And the cross-court pass. Looking inside, Abel Perry being guarded by Haverlin. Off the low block, turnaround hook shot won't go in. Loose ball, and that'll be picked up by Cole Myers on the defensive board. Myers finds Wolfcool. Wolfcool gets the ball poked away by Mendoza, but Wolfcool will pick it back up. Kick it in, free throw line, now out to the far side. That is Carter Lingen. Lingen dribbles around, top of the key, swings it over, three-pointer up. No, that's not going to go up. He thought about pulling the trigger, but then blasted it into the corner, and now Cole Myers will get it back on the near wing. Top of the key now, that is Lingen. Lingen quickly into the corner, 4 on the shot clock, 3 is up and in. It's Blake Loomis with the triple, and he has 6 points. And now the Richland Colts have a 1-point lead. It's 24-23. Tigers looking to take the lead back here on this possession with 3:47 to go here in the second quarter of play. Top of the key, Mendoza. Now that is Christensen. Christensen, one dribble, looking inside. He will find Werstema. Outside for Christensen, 3 up and then off the left elbow of Carter Lingen out of bounds, and Tri State will maintain possession of the ball after the air ball 3 from the corner by Micah Christensen. Stops the clock with 3:33 to go. Micah Christensen will come out, and coming in, we'll find out in a moment here, with Sam Vigor. Vigor to Mendoza. Mendoza into the corner. 3 on the shot clock. Mendoza, three-pointer up at the shot clock buzzer. Hits the back rim, no good. Avoids the shot clock violation. Defensive board pulled down by Haverland. Haverland swings it up court. Carter Lingen, free throw line jumper up and in. Carter Lingen with 6 points now. 3:12 to go here in the second quarter to play, and a 3-point lead, 26-23. Tigers have the ball. It's Vigor at the top of the key. Swings it over far side there. I believe that's Derek Carl for the Tigers. Can't quite see the jersey number from the far side of the court. But the ball will go out of bounds. A whistle and a foul will be called on Tri State. That'll be the third team foul, and the first one on Ben Wertsema, if I'm saying that correctly. 26-23, 2:51 to go. Second quarter of play. Inbounds pass comes to Cole Myers for the Richland Colts, who lead by 3, 26-23. Myers, bounce pass, far wing. And now a loose ball, loose change will be scoped up by Wolfcool. Wolfcool dribbles over, passes it into the hands there of Blake Loomis. Loomis will find, that's Carson Anderson with the bucket. Loomis will get the assist. 2:22 to go, second quarter of play, 28-23. Vigor up top now, near side wing, that is Jared Tangen. Tangen back to Vigor, to Mendoza, back to Vigor. Vigor drives into the lane and tries to lay it in off the glass, but the shot is blocked by the Richland Colts. Going down to the other end now, that was Carson Anderson with the block shot. Now Ryland, or check that, Wolfcool, excuse me, shot up no good, and the rebound pulled down by Ben Wertsema. Now Vigor, top of the key, bounce pass, Mendoza, far wing, cross-court pass, near wing now Tangen. Tangen, top of the court, Vigor for 3, got it. That looked good the moment it left his hand. Tangen with the assist, Sam Vigor with his first points of the game. He gets a triple from straight away, 21 feet. 28-26. Here's the turnaround from the high post. That one too strong off the back glass. Sam Vigor with the defensive board. 28-26, a minute 17 to go here before halftime. Looking inside there, and was that a travel? No, it was a basket by Ben Wertsema. He'll step up to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play. That bucket ties us up at 28, and if he can connect on this free throw, he'll give the Tigers a 1-point lead at 29-28. Free throws on its way, and it's in. And the Tigers have a 1-point lead, 29-28 over the Richland Colts. 1:12 to go here before halftime. Game number 6 of 6 from the 2018 NDSCS Basketball Bonanza here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. 29-28 near wing, that's Cole Myers. Ball above his head, now takes the dribble to the floor, and they'll swing it over into the hands of Loomis, who drives into the lane, can't get that one to go. Rebound pulled down by Carson Anderson. Shot up and in, Cole Myers for 3. Anderson with the assist, and Cole Myers with his second triple of the second quarter. 31-29. 2-point lead now for the Richland Colts. Cross-court pass, Vigor wants to put up the 3, won't, step in, short 2, banks it in, we're tied. Sam Vigor with 5 points, knots us up at 31 apiece. 24 seconds to go, second quarter to play. Top of the key, Cole Myers for the Colts. Looking into Haverland. Haverland to Loomis. Kicks it outside. Carter Lingen for 3. No, in and out, in and out. And Abel Perry with his first defensive board of the game. He'll hand it off to Vigor in the backcourt. And with 8 seconds to go, shot clock off. Tri State, all tied at 31, has the ball. And there will be a foul on Zach Wolfcool. Now stop the clock with 2.5 seconds to go. And no, it'll actually be a foul on, let's see here, Jared Tangen. They're calling the foul on Tri State. So 2.5 seconds. Lingen half-court shot up at the buzzer and falls about 4 to 5 inches short. And that brings us to our halftime score. All knotted up at 31 apiece at halftime. We'll add up some numbers and come back with your halftime show in a couple of minutes here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. All right, welcome back. Halftime numbers here. Your halftime score, 31-31. Tri State and Richland all tied up. It was 14-13. Richland led at the end of the first quarter. Tri State outscoring Richland 18-17 to knot us up at 31 here at halftime. 3 of 4 in the first quarter for the Richland Colts. No attempts in the second quarter, making them 75% in the first half from the free throw line, while the Tri State Tigers had 3 attempts, missed them all in the first quarter, and then went a perfect 1 of 1 in the second quarter to make them 1 of 4, 25% from the free throw line in the first quarter of play. Rebounds have been low because most of the buckets have gone in. 14 rebounds for Tri State, 11 rebounds for Richland. Tri State split up evenly, 7 on the offensive, 7 on the defensive glass. For Richland, 11 total rebounds, 4 offensive, 7 defensive. Let's see your individual numbers. Carter Lingen with 6 points, along with Blake Loomis with 6 points. Lingen with 2 defensive rebounds. Blake Loomis with 1 offensive rebound. Cole Myers leads the way for the Colts with 10 points. All of them scored in the second quarter of play. He also has 2 assists and 4 rebounds, 3 of the 4 on the defensive glass. Blake Loomis, I missed this part of his stat book, but stat line, but he has 1 assist. Let's see here. Other players, Carson Anderson, 2 points, a block shot, and an assist, 2 offensive rebounds. John Haverland, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 2 defensive rebounds. Zach Wolfcool, 4 points, and a perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and no rebounds for the Richland Colts. For the Tri State Tigers, individual numbers look like this. Sam Vigor, 5 points. All 5 of them scored in the second quarter. He also has 2 assists and 2 defensive rebounds. Micah Christensen, no points, 1 defensive board. Robert Mendoza, 3 points, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, and 1 defensive board. Gavin Rydell, 6 points, a triple in the first and a triple in the second quarter. And then Jared Tangen, 2 points back in the first quarter to go along with 3 rebounds, 2 of the 3 on the offensive glass. And then Abel Perry, 10 points, 8 of the 10 scored in the first quarter, and 2 blocked shots to go along with 6 rebounds, 5 of the 6 on the offensive glass. And Ben Wurtsema, 5 points, all 5 scored in the second quarter. He had also assist on another bucket and grabbed 1 defensive board. And that wraps up your individual numbers for the Tri State Tigers. We have our leading scorer, Abel Perry, 10 for Tri State, and your leading scorer for Richland also has 10, and that's Cole Myers for the Richland Colts. Halftime score, 31-31 in games earlier today. It was the Sargent Central Cadets and the Northern Cass Jaguars, and the Jaguars would win that one, 58-43. Then in the 1:30 game, Milner North Sargent would tip off against Central Cass, and Central Cass would sneak away with a 6-point victory. 3 o'clock game had Hankinson Pirates and the Lisbon Broncos, and the Broncos would pick up a 53-45 win. Hankinson would rally late, but it'd be too little too late in that one, and Lisbon picking up the win, 53-45. Then in the 4:30 game, our first of 3 games here on the North Dakota Sports Channel, the Kindred Vikings would take on the Oaks Tornadoes. That game was close through the first couple quarters, and then Kindred would pull away in the second half and end up defeating the Oaks Tornadoes by the final score, 77-62. And then in the game right before this one, the Wyoming-Lidgewood Warbirds hold off the Maple Valley Raiders 64-50 and pick up 2 wins against the Raiders. And that will certainly help them as Wyoming-Lidgewood focuses on tiebreakers over Maple Valley and Oak Grove, as Wyoming-Lidgewood losing 1 to Oak Grove but winning 2 over Maple Valley. So that should put them in a good position for that 1, 2, or 3 spot in the Region 1 tournament that's coming up. And now the game that we have for you right now, it's at halftime. Tri State and Richland all knotted up at 31 apiece. 31-31 is your halftime score. Time of the broadcast through the first half, including halftime, 34 minutes, 33 seconds. Back in 90 seconds approximately with the third quarter here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. All right, welcome back as we get ready to start the third quarter of play. All tied up at 31 apiece here between the Tri State Tigers and the Richland Colts. Game 6 of 6 from the 2018 North Dakota State College of Science Boys Basketball Bonanza. We're down here a couple weeks ago for the Girls Basketball Bonanza, and we'll be down here once again in about 2 weeks for the Boys Region 1 Tournament. It's always a good venue to have the Boys Region 1 Tournament here, and We'll start the third quarter of play with Tri-State with the ball, going from left to right now, and Vigor pulls up to the near wing, swings in, free throw line, turnaround jumper, Micah Christensen up and in. Now Tri-State pulls up with the 2-point lead to start the third quarter. Now that's Loomis for a 3 from the corner. That one won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Tri-State. Tri-State with the 2-point lead. Micah Christensen with that defensive board for the Tigers. Cross-court pass. Vigor looking inside, and I believe that was Jared Tangen. Shot up no good, and the defensive board pulled down by the Richland Colts. That was Jack Ringdahl into the lineup now for the Colts. And then a steal by Sam Vigor. And Vigor lost the ball. Offensive rebound by Christensen. Follow-up shot no good. Now a defensive board pulled down by Cole Myers. Back the other way now. And that's Lingen. Fakes the pass out to Loomis in the corner and puts up the 2 from the near mid-post. Carter Lingen with 8 points now, 33-33, all tied up. Neither team has had more than a 3-point lead in this game. Mendoza for the Tigers, swings it back over to Vigor on the near wing. Vigor, ball above his head, looking. Now he'll take one dribble in, kick it back out to Mendoza. Mendoza dribbles into the free throw line. Abel Perry now looking inside, and that is number 54, Ben Wurtsema. I can never say that. Hopefully I get it before the fourth quarter starts. That's my goal. We'll see, I guess, how that works out, though. Carter Lingen, 23 feet, and he got it. 36-35. The Richland Colts retake the lead with 6:02 to go here in the third quarter of play. And there's a 3, and it's up and in, and the Tri-State Tigers retake the lead once again, and it's 38-36. Sam Vigor with the triple. And now back the other way, the Richland Colts have the ball. Lingen to Loomis on the near wing. Loomis back to Lingen. Lingen for 3, and that one's in. Oh my goodness. Back-to-back threes by the 2 by the Colts and 1 by the Tigers, and the Colts have a 1-point lead, 39-38. Top of the key, Vigor thought about a 3. He gives it up to Mendoza. Mendoza cross-court pass. Fakes left, goes right, dribbles into the corner, gets it to Abel Perry. Free throw line extended far side. Back out into the corner here to Vigor. Vigor back to Perry. Perry turnaround at the free throw line. That's up and in, and the Tri-State Tigers have a 1-point lead. Abel Perry with 12 points now. Here's another 3. That one's up and in by Carter Lingen. Lingen with 3 triples here in the third quarter, and they're all back-to-back. My goodness, back-to-back lead changes on the last 5 possessions. We've had 5 lead changes here between the Tigers and the Colts. That ball will go out of bounds. No bucket there for the Tigers this time around. And the Colts will get the ball back, and they'll maintain their lead for at least 2 possessions. 42-40. Colts have the 2-point advantage, 4.5 to go, third quarter of play. We thought this would be a good one, and so far that is exactly what it has been. Lingen on the near wing for the Colts. Bounce pass, high post, Haverland out to the corner. Loomis for 3. No, that one won't go in. Abel Perry with the defensive rebound. 42-40. Tigers have a chance to tie it up or take the lead. They'll try for the lead. Mendoza for 3 from the corner. That one won't go. Haverland with the defensive rebound. 42-40, 4:05 to go. And that shot up and in by Cole Myers. 44-40, that is the largest lead of the game for either team. 4 points, 44-40, 3:50 to go, third quarter. Look inside, Micah Christensen gets the bucket and 1. Blake Loomis will pick up the personal foul on that. That will be his first, and the first here in the second half. Free throw will be missed by Christensen. He will not convert, and then the offensive rebound, and that ties us up. (44-44). 3:33 to go. Tangen got the bucket. Now shot up there by Loomis. That won't go. The rebound pulled down there by the Tigers and back the other way. Micah Christensen will have the ball. Pull up to the near wing. Swinging in the corner from Mendoza. Tipped out of bounds by Blake Loomis. And the Tri-State Tigers will maintain possession. All tied up at 44 here on the third quarter of play with 3:17 to go. Here on the North Dakota Sports Channel, game 6 of 6. Mendoza, top of the key, Vigor for three. Got it! Mendoza with the assist. And Vigor with his third triple of the game, 47-44. Triple for Loomis. That's off the mark. And then Abel Perry pulls down his defensive rebound. He has 9 now, 1 away from 10 and 1 away from a double-double. Sam Vigor with the bucket there. He has 8 points here in the third quarter. Lingen to Loomis. Loomis back to Lingen. Lingen thought about the three, dribbles up top of the key, and then he gets fouled by Tri-State. 49-44. Tri-State has the lead. Micah Christensen picks up his second. Team foul number 1 of the second half for the Tigers. That is Haverland. I don't check that. That was Wolfcool, excuse me. Now long 2 is up, and that will hit the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Sam Vigor. Vigor over the timeline, bounce pass. Mendoza looking into the lane. Turn around. Wurtzemeyer won't go. And Blake Loomis pulls down the defensive rebound. 2:12 to go, third quarter of play. Colts are down 5, and a steal in the backcourt there by Wurtzemeyer. Another turnover for Richland. And back the other way, that one's up and no good. Loose ball comes down to Wurtzemeyer, top of the key. Micah Christensen for 3, that one won't go. Blake Loomis with the defensive board. 49-44, biggest lead of the game for the Tri-State Tigers at 5, and there's a three-pointer up off the front of the iron, no good. And the offensive or defensive board pulled down by Sam Vigor once again. Oh, check that, Micah Christensen. Christensen will just pull up and take the midcourt jumper from the far side of the lane. Christensen with 6 points now. Thought about the three, now drives in, kicks it back out. High post jumper is up and in, and that, my friends, is Carson Anderson with his second bucket of the game. 51-46, Richland hanging on to that 5-point lead. Kick it outside, that's Christensen, he traveled. (51-46) now, 1:09 to go, third quarter. Play over the timeline as Cole Myers. Bounce pass, top of the key to Wolfcool. Wolfcool dribbles down the near side of the lane and draws contact. Stops the clock with 1:01 to go here in the third quarter of play. 51-46, it'll be another foul on Tri-State. Team foul number 2 of the second half, and the second personal on Ben Wurtzemeyer. Stack on the inbounds pass, and that will come into Loomis. Loomis gives it to Lingen. Lingen, top of the key, swings it over. Cole Myers drives in, pops it out. Long 2, no. He'll give up the pass to Carter Lingen, and then Lingen tried to pass it, and the ball would be poked out from his pocket by Mendoza and heads right out of bounds. Richland will maintain possession as they inbounder from the baseline on the far side of the hoop with 47 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. 51-46. Looking. Inbounds pass comes to Myers. Myers feeds it, top of the key. Free throw line jumper up by Wolfcool, and that will be saved from going out of bounds, but into the hands of the Tigers, and quickly in transition, Mendoza up court, lays it in off the glass. Sam Vigor will get the assist. Robert Mendoza with the bucket gives him 5. 30 seconds to go, 53-46. It's now a 7-point lead for the Tri-State Tigers. Richland Colts definitely not out of this one yet. Loomis, far corner, runs into a double team, bounce pass to Anderson. Anderson near wing now to Lingen. Lingen dribbles up, top of the key, 3, misses everything. Catch the missed shot underneath there by Wolfcool. And he grabbed his left leg as he came down and run up the court. And then the buzzer shot from half court at the third quarter buzzer is up and no good. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the Tri-State Tigers leading the Richland Colts 53-48. Back with the fourth. Don't want to miss this one, friends. It should be a good one. We're back in a few seconds here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri-State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. And welcome back to the North Dakota Sports Channel, powered by MixLR.com. Follow us on MixLR.com/ND Sports, and then find our showreel rink. And you can listen to any of the, after this game concludes, 70 broadcasts on our show reel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Colts trail 53-48 to start the fourth quarter of play, and they have the ball right now, swinging it around the perimeter. Now looking inside, Haverland tries to go up, and he got fouled there by Abel Perry. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Tri-State Tigers. No attempts for the Colts from the free throw line in the third quarter. Only one attempt by Tri-State, and that attempt was missed. 53-48 inbounds pass for the Colts from the baseline on the near side of the basket. Comes in, top of the key, in between the circles. Now that's Blake Loomis. Loomis swings it over far side. He'll get the screen there from Cole Myers. That's Carter Lingen. Lingen swings it near side to Wolfcool. Wolfcool shot up, partially blocked. He'll get his own rebound, kick it out. Loomis for 3, got it! Wolfcool will get the assist. Blake Loomis with that triple has 9 points now, and it's a 2-point game once again, 53-51. Tigers have the ball in a 2-point lead. 7:07 to go here, fourth quarter of play. Swing it back up top, and the pass inside is tipped around and intercepted by Cole Myers. Cole Myers will get the steal. That's another turnover for the Colts. And the shot is up and in, or did it not count? The shot did not count. It will be team foul number 4 and the third personal on Micah Christensen for the Tigers. Stops the clock with 6:57 to go. Christensen will go out. And coming in will be Mendoza. Inbounds pass comes into Haverland. Haverland drives baseline up against Perry, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul on Tri-State. Team foul number 5, and that will be the second personal on Abel Perry. Inbounds pass comes to the Colts. Carter Lingen, he tries to drive in. Loose ball, loose change, picked up by the Tri-State Tigers. Whistle, timeout, Tri-State. With 6:44 to go in the fourth quarter of play, the Tri-State Tigers hanging on to a 2-point lead. 53-51. We're back in a few seconds here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri-State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. All right, welcome back as we're coming out of the timeout. On the floor, score, Tri-State 53, or check that, Richland 53. And let me double check here. Who's the home team again? Richland 51, Tri-State 53. There we go. Looking at too many sources for scores there. Mendoza will lay it in off the glass, and that gives the Tigers an extra 2 points. 55-51. Colts have the ball in the far corner. That is, let's see here. I can't see who that is. That was Wolfcool, and he'll turn the ball over. Both teams had 5 turnovers through 3 quarters of play. This whole basketball bonanza has been low turnovers. But there's a turnover right there, and it results in points for Carter Lingen. He'll pick up the steal, get another turnover to Tri-State. Back to a 2-point game. 55-53, Tigers have the 2-point lead. 5:52 to go, fourth quarter of play. Cross-court pass to Mendoza, driving baseline up against 2 defenders. The shot is blocked by Wolfcool. Wolfcool with the block shot, back the other way now. Colts have a chance to tie or take the lead. Corner three is up. That's Wolfcool off the front iron, runs in, gets his own rebound, and lays it in off the glass. Wolfcool with the bucket off the missed three, got his own rebound. That ties us up at 55. That pass off the face of Blake Loomis, it turns in to a bucket for Blake Loomis. Give the assist to Carter Lingen, and one. 57-55, the Richland Colts have the lead. That is the second team foul of the second half. Or check that, the sixth team foul of the second half. I was looking at Richland. And that foul will be the first one on Jared Tangen. Free throw is up and good by Carter Lingen. Richland Colts are 4 or 5 in the game now. 58-55, 5:09 to go. Fourth quarter of play on the near wing for the Tigers. That is number 24, Gavin Rydell. Looked like 14 for a moment. That shot up and in by Tangen. No, Ben Wurstemeyer got the bucket, excuse me. 58-57, Richland with the 1 point lead. Lingen shot up no good, but he'll step up to the free throw line to shoot two. Fouled in the act of shooting. That will be team foul number 7. And the first one on Sam Vigor. 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter of play, and the free throw is up and in, and that gives the Richland Colts a 2 point lead. Second free throw up and in. Carter Lingen 2 for 2, 3 for 3 in the fourth quarter. And that gives the Richland Colts a 3 point lead after being down by as much as 6. Richland Colts have rallied to come back and take a 3 point lead. Colts have not had a larger lead than 4 in this game. Top of the key, that's Rydell. Rydell, loose ball. That's going to be picked up there by Sam Vigor. Shot up, won't go. Loose ball rebound, out of bounds. Turnover, Richland, back to the Tri State Tigers. 60-57, and a timeout on the floor. Timeout, Richland Colts will take one with them. We're back in a few seconds here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. All right, welcome back out of the timeout. Tri-State has the ball. They trail by 3, 60-57, and a turnover, and that's going to be picked up by Trenton Duffner, who's into the lineup now for the Richland Colts. And down the lane to Blake Loomis for 2. 62-57, the largest lead of the game for the Richland Colts is 5, and it comes right now at the 3:55 mark of the fourth quarter. Tri-State three-pointer up and off the front rim, no good. Rebound underneath, Abel Perry, offensive rebound and the board. He has 14 points. It's a 3 point game, 62-59. That is Cole Myers. Lingen for 3. No, that's off the rim. Loose ball will be picked up by Loomis. He puts up a 3. Got it! Offensive rebound by Blake Loomis and the triple. Oh my goodness, what a game. 65-59, 6 point lead for the Colts. Their largest lead of the game. That shot up and in and one. Abel Perry gets it, the bucket, and he'll step up to the free throw line to try and make it a 3 point game. Right now it's 65-61 and a substitution pending now. Gavin Rydell will go out, get a breather on the bench for the Tri-State Tigers, and coming in for the Tigers is Perry. Misses the free throw. Rebound comes down to Cole Myers. That's his 5th defensive board. Now Blake Loomis, three-pointer up off the back rim, won't go. Rebound there by Ben Wurtsema. I didn't reach my goal. It's the fourth quarter, and I'm still having trouble with that last name. Guess who has the ball? He won't make the basket, but he'll step up to the free throw line to shoot foul shots. (65-61). Free throw is up and in. Wurtzema misses the first, makes the second. 65-62, it's a 3-point game. And now a three-pointer. Cole Myers off the back rim, won't go. Ball's tipped around. Blake Loomis with the offensive board. Kicks it out, far wing. Colts back down low. I believe that was Haverland. That shot won't go. Perry pulls down the defensive board. He has 11 rebounds now. 6 offensive, 5 defensives. 3-point game. Vigor faked the three, drived in, takes the short two, and banks it in off the glass from the high post. And the Tigers are within 1. 65-64, 2:17 to go, fourth quarter of play. Colts have the ball up top. Carter Lingen bounce pass over to the high post there to Anderson. Anderson back over, and it's stolen away. That's going to be Micah Anderson one-on-one. And check that, it's Jared Tangen one-on-one. And now stop the clock with 2:01. A foul on the Colts. That'll be team foul number 5. And stepping up to the free throw lines, Jared Tangen for the first time in this game. And the free throw is up, and we're tied. 65-65 with 2:01 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Second free throw is up, and he makes it. 2 for 2, and the Tigers take a 1-point lead. 66-65, under 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter of play. That's Cole Myers, bounce pass, Lingen near wing. Lingen looking to dribble to his right. He'll get a screen from Haverland, bounce pass over far side to Anderson. Anderson picks up his dribble, hands it off. 19 on the shot clock. Haverland outside Lingen. Lingen thought about the three, looking down low. Cole Myers off the glass and in. Lingen gets the assist. Cole Myers gets bucket. And he has 14, and now the Richland Colts have a 1-point lead. 67-66, 1:36 to go, fourth quarter of play. Back after this timeout here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. All right, welcome back. Full timeout on the floor. Both these teams want to talk things over, as it's been a good game from the very first opening possession. 14-13 at the end of the first quarter, 31-31 at halftime. It was 53-48 at the end of the third. And now with 1:36 to go in the fourth quarter, the Richland Colts have a 67-66 lead over the Tri State Tigers. Two teams break the huddle, and the timeout is now officially over. Time of the broadcast so far, 1 hour, 2 minutes. Will we see overtime here on the North Dakota Sports Channel? We'll have to find out. It's about 96 seconds away from finding out. Tri-State Tigers have the ball. Mendoza kicks it into the corner there. I believe that I can't see who that is. Mendoza gets the ball back. Abel Perry turns around, high shot, kicks out. Vigor almost lost it out of bounds, but maintains possession. Gets it to Mendoza at the top of the key. 10 on the shot clock, 1:10 on the game clock. Looking in for the lane. The shot is up and in. Nice job there by Worstestrom. Micah Christensen, excuse me. He has 8 points, and the Tigers have a 68-67 lead. 53 seconds to go. Looking inside, ball is tipped, and the Tigers take over. And trying to, and a foul from behind there on Zach Wolfpool. (68-67). Tri-State with the lead in the ball, and the foul will result in an inbounds pass for the Tigers. Vigor to Christensen, high post, ball stolen away, loose ball on the floor, picked up by Abel Perry, still loose on the floor, and a timeout. Richland Colts, they will save the possession and get the ball back. Down 1, 68-67. Timeout on the floor. We're back in a few seconds here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. The ND Sports Channel has done over 50 broadcasts since its debut in October 2017. All 50 of them are available to listen to again. Just go to mixlr.com/ndsports and click on the show reel. Find that memorable game featuring your son or daughter and listen to it anytime, 24 hours a day. Thanks for listening to this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. More of the game is just moments away. The ND Sports Channel has done over 50 broadcasts since its debut in October 2017. All 50 of them are available to listen to again. Just go to mixlr.com/ND Sports and click on the show reel. Find that memorable game featuring your son or daughter and listen to it anytime, 24 hours a day. Thanks for listening to this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. More of the game is just moments away. Without any hesitation, the best game of the boys basketball bonanza, Tri State leads the Richland Colts by the score of 68-67. Final 30 seconds of the fourth quarter here. Colts have the ball in a 1-point lead. Or no, Tigers have the 1-point lead, excuse me. That ball's up and in, and now the Colts have a 1-point lead. (69-68). Vigor drives into the lane, puts up the shot. It's off the back rim. Defensive board by Carter Lingen, and a foul stops the clock with 2.7 seconds to go. 69-68. We'll march down to the other end, and the Richland Colts will shoot free throws. At worst case scenario, it'll be a 3-point game. Right now it's a 1-point game, 2.7 seconds to go, but without any question, it's not over yet. Let's put it that way. These free throws will be crucial, though. He has to make both in order for Tri State to tie, and he misses it. And a timeout, Tri State off the missed free throw. Abel Perry grabs the defensive rebound. Tri State calls a timeout. It takes 0.4 of a second off the clock. We go from 2.7 to 2.3, and the timeout will give Tri State the ball and one last chance to try and win this thing at the buzzer. Whoever ends up on the losing side of this one is gonna be crushed. There's no doubt about that one. This has been a good game from the start. Richland led 14-13 at the end of the first quarter. It was tied up at 31 at halftime. Tri State led by as many as, let's see here, 5 at the end of the third quarter. That's your largest gap on the scoreboard at the end of any quarter. And now 69-68. Colts have scored 21. And they have held the Tri State Tigers to 15. 21-15 run for the Richland Colts here in the fourth quarter of play. 2.3 seconds, and now another timeout on the floor. This time the Richland Colts want to talk things over. The good news is it's Tri State basketball. The bad news is they have to go the whole length of the court in 2.3 seconds. Now, we were here for a game, I believe it was at the Region 1 tournament last year, where Milner or Sargent took the ball the length of the court in about 2-point-some-odd seconds and laid it in off the glass for the game winner. So definitely not impossible, depending on you're going to have to plan strategically here. You want your fastest player probably getting the ball. They can run up court, and they don't even need a 3 here. They just need a high percentage 2. Richland Colts, keys to winning this game here, do not foul. They have, well, actually, they have 1 foul to give, so they could foul once. Inbounds pass. It's going to be a baseball pass down to Abel, and that pass is tipped. 3-pointer at the buzzer up. It's in! The Tri State Tigers win! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! 71-69. The 3-pointer at the buzzer. That is up and in. We'll add up some numbers and come back with your post game here in just a moment. Tri State at the buzzer wins 71-69 and completes the visitors' sweep, going 6-0. We're back in just a few moments here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel.
All right, welcome back. What a game between the Richland Colts and the Tri State Tigers. Wow, I still need to add up numbers. I just need to take a break there for a little bit to regain my voice there. What a game by these two teams. And Richland Colts scoring 21 points in that fourth quarter. But the Tri-State Tigers only scoring 18. Richland Colts actually outscored the Tri-State Tigers in that fourth quarter, 21-18. But Tri-State only needed 18 to pick up the win, and they win 71-69 off a buzzer beater three from the near wing by Micah Christensen, who ends the night with 11 points and 3 personal fouls and 6 rebounds. He's automatically our player of the game, even though we haven't gone over the final numbers yet or added up anything. That there's no doubt about it there that Micah Christensen will be our player of the game. 3 of 3 in the from the free throw line for the Richland Colts, making them 6 of 7 in the game, or 86% from the free throw line. For the Tri-State Tigers, they were 3 of 5 in that fourth quarter, making them 4 of 10, or 40% in the game from the free throw line. Only 9 turnovers for the Tri-State Tigers compared to 11 for the Richland Colts. I wish I had audio of that. We could replay it, and well, actually, I guess in a way, I do have audio of that, but we could replay it there, and try and give you a clear. I'm sure that that was maybe a little bit too loud for our system here, so I apologize. But Micah Christensen with the buzzer beater three to give Tri-State the 71-69 win at the buzzer, and I mean, he just barely got that off in time. The pass into the lane was tipped by Blake Loomis and Cole Myers. It was bounced around. It got into the hands of Micah Christensen. He had his back turned to the basket. He had to turn around on his left foot, and it would have been easier had he maybe turned the other direction, but the way his balance was, his pivot foot was his left foot, so it would have been a lot harder to turn the other direction. Instead, he turned to his right, falling, leaning a little bit towards his right, puts the shot up and buries the triple and drains it and gives Tri-State the win over the Richland Colts. Let's take one more break. We'll take a moment to add up some numbers here, and then we'll come back with your official post-game show here on the North Dakota Sports Channel.
This is Game Rewind on the ND Sports Channel. Portions of this game may have been edited due to time restrictions. It's the Tri-State Tigers and the Richland Colts, February 17th, 2018, on Game Rewind, exclusively on the ND Sports Channel.
All right, welcome back to the post-game show here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. Still adding up a couple of final numbers here. Let's see here, 3, 6. All right, we got those final numbers added up finally, and what a game. 14-13, Richland led at the end of the first quarter. Both the Tri-State Tigers would outscore the Colts 18-17 in the second quarter, tie us up at 31 apiece, and then Tri-State would outscore the Richland Colts 22-17 in the fourth quarter, or in the third quarter, excuse me, to take a 53-48 lead at the end of the third. Richland would outscore the Tri-State Tigers 21-18 in the fourth quarter, but the big three-pointer at the buzzer by Micah Christensen gives Tri-State the win and the 71-69 two-point win over the Richland Colts. Individual numbers, we'll start with the Richland Colts. Carter Lingen, 22 points, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds on the defensive glass to go along with one personal foul. Blake Loomis, 16 points, an assist, and 2 personal fouls to go along with 5 rebounds. 3 of the 5 on the offensive glass. Cole Myers, 14 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, and a total of 6 rebounds, 5 on the defensive glass. let's see here. Jack Ringdahl played for a little bit in the third quarter, but he grabbed one defensive rebound, did not score any other points or accumulate any other stats. Carson Anderson, 4 points, 1 block, 1 assist, 2 offensive rebounds. John Haverland, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 defensive rebounds. And Zach Wolfcool, 8 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 assist, 1 block, and 2 offensive rebounds. For the Tri-State Tigers, 15 points for Sam Vigor, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 4 defensive rebounds. Micah Christensen, 11 points, and he went 0 of 1 from the free throw line. That didn't really matter. He had the big 3 at the end there to give his team the win. He would have 3 personal fouls and 6 rebounds. 4 of the 6 on the defensive glass. Robert Mendoza, 7 points, 0 of 2 from the Hunter Insurance free throw line, 1 assist and 1 defensive rebound. Jared Tangen, 6 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 assist and 3 rebounds, 2 on the offensive glass. Abel Perry, 16 points, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 blocked shots, 2 personal fouls, and a total of 12 rebounds, 6 on each side of the glass. Abel Perry, our second star of the game, I guess you could say, if this was a hockey broadcast. And then Ben Wertsema, 10 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 defensive rebounds. With the win, the Tri-State Tigers improve to, let's see here, let's pull them up here. They improved to 14-5 on the year, 10-3 against Region 1 opponents. They are now 9-1 in their last 10 games, and they will have one more game, and Tri-State will take on the Wyoming-Lidgewood Warbirds on Thursday the 22nd to wrap up the regular season. That will be a big game for Tri-State, as their big win over Richland here certainly propels their chances of getting into those top 3 spots. Remember, the top 3 teams in Region 1 will get a first-round bye in that Region 1 tournament. And if they could knock off Wyoming-Lidgewood, they might be in a very good position to put themselves in that number 3 spot. We'll have to see how things shake out over the next couple of days here. For the Richland Colts with the loss, they fall to 14-4 on the year, 7-4 against Region 1 opponents, and they are now 6-4 in their last 10 games. And let's see here. They have 2 more games left. They'll take on Maple Valley this coming Tuesday the 20th, and then they'll be on the road, Sargent Central, to wrap up the regular season on February 22nd. That Maple Valley game will be an important one for Richland, especially considering they got knocked off here by Tri-State tonight. So once again, those games will be coming up on the 20th and the 22nd. Our next broadcast here on the North Dakota Sports Channel will be from the Shack in Fargo for the Girls Region 1 Tournament. And we'll have 4 games back-to-back for you there, as hopefully will have a voice for those 4 games. And we'll kick things off at 3 o'clock. Kindred Vikings and the Hankinson Pirates, 1 versus 8. The winner of that one will advance to the semifinals to face the winner of 4 versus 5, that being Endelin versus Oak Grove in the 4:30 game. Then we'll head to the nightcap, the night session. 2 versus 7. Lisbon with the first round bye taking on the Richland Colts at 6 p.m. The winner of that game will move on to the semifinals to take on the winner of number 3 versus number 6. Central Cass versus Milner North Sargent. That will be our nightcap at 7:30. All 4 of those games on 103.9 The Truck with a simulcast here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. And then the semifinals will be on February 20th. Then we'll take a couple days off and come back on February 23rd for the 3rd place and the championship game. And the winner of that Region 1 championship game will head on to the state tournament in Minot. Once again, those games coming up on February 19th, which is Monday. So I'll have tomorrow off, and then we'll come back Monday. I'll have to drink a lot of green tea. Hot green tea, as we had an exciting one here tonight. Final scores in the first 5 games from the 2018 NDSCS Boys Basketball Bonanza. In the 12 noon game, Northern Cass knocks off Sargent Central 58-43. In the 1:30 game, Central Cass sneaks by Milner North Sargent with a 56-50 victory. In the 3 o'clock game, Lisbon defeats Hankinson 53-45. And in the 4:30 game, Kindred takes care of Oaks 77-62. And the 6 o'clock game, Wyoming-Lidgewood defeats Maple Valley 64-50. And in the nightcap, Tri-State 71 and Richland 69 with the huge three-pointer by Micah Christensen from the near wing to win the game for the Tri-State Tigers at the buzzer. And following the conclusion of this game, this game will be available for a 24/7 replay. Just follow North Dakota Sports Channel on Mixlr, mixlr.com/NDSports. And this will be broadcast number 70 on our show reel, and all 70 of those broadcasts available for you to re-listen to again, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. No holidays off here on the North Dakota Sports Channel. Final score once again, 71-69. And we'll be back on Monday here on the North Dakota Sports Channel with the girls' Region 1 tournament from the Shack in Fargo. We'll talk to you then. Time of the broadcast, 1 hour, 24 minutes. Have a good night, friends.
This has been Game Rewind exclusively on the ND Sports Channel, your home for North Dakota Class A, Class B, and Western Minnesota high school sports. Most of our sports broadcasts on the ND Sports Channel are available with our on-demand game replays 24 hours a day at our website, ndsportschannel.com. Game Rewind airs every day on the ND Sports Channel. Check out the program schedule on our website for a complete daily schedule of our sports programming on the ND Sports Channel. This has been Game Rewind, an exclusive production of the ND Sports Channel.